Hey there, where are my POTS warriors? I've got something that will make your mornings and your days go much smoother, and it's going to be a game changer for you. Have you ever tried driving a car where the check engine light comes on and you don't know what's going on, but something is a little bit off? That's how mornings and your days can be with POTS. Your system's out of sync and you're running on empty before you even start. But don't worry, I've got a quick routine to help you jumpstart your engine and get moving smoothly. In this video, we'll go through the whole routine step by step, and I'll explain the science behind why it works, and we'll focus on exercises that improve circulation, strengthen the muscles that help with blood flow, and prepare your body for those crucial transitions between lying and sitting and standing. So grab a comfortable seat and get ready to feel empowered. First, what is POTS? POTS stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It's a condition that affects how blood flows through your body when you change positions. When you stand up, thanks to gravity, it causes blood to pool in your legs, and your heart has to work harder to pump your blood back up to your brain. Normally, your body compensates for this with a series of autonomic responses where your blood vessels constrict or narrow, and it increases your heart rate. But if you have POTS, these responses don't work efficiently, causing symptoms like dizziness, lightheadedness, and even fainting. Let's break it down a little bit more. So you have your circulatory system. You have your heart, your blood vessels, and your blood. When you stand up, gravity pulls all the blood down into your legs. In a healthy body, your veins in the legs will contract, and that'll send your blood back up to your heart. But if you have POTS, this system doesn't respond properly. It leads to reduced blood flow to the brain, which that is why you feel dizzy or fatigued. The body starts to try to compensate by increasing your heart rate, which is the tachycardia portion. This is why you feel like your heart is racing. As a physical therapist, I've worked with patients experiencing POTS, and as a fellow POTS warrior, I know firsthand what's worked for me and what hasn't. And I can tell you that a morning routine and exercises like these can make a big difference in how you feel overall. Before we get started with the exercises, let's talk about the preparation. Preparation is key. First, set yourself up for success the night before. Lay out your essentials, your water, your electrolyte mixes or drinks, your medication, your pulse oximeter, and those stylish compression stockings. Trust me, having everything in arm's reach is a game changer, so put it on your bedside table. Water is key for hydration for POTS patients. Dehydration can worsen your symptoms, so make sure you have your glass of water ready. So in the morning, you're going to start in bed. Before you even move, laying on your back, you're going to do these gentle exercises. First thing, ankle pumps. You're going to point and flex your toes like you're stepping on the gas pedal. This is a simple movement, but it helps activate your muscles in your calves and your feet. This assists in the blood return from your legs back up to your heart and to your brain. Do this for about 30 seconds per leg. You can do them together as well. In quad sets, have your legs straight, push your knees into the bed, and contract that quad or that thigh muscle. Hold for about 5 seconds and then relax and repeat. Then heel slides, bending one knee and sliding your heel back towards your butt and back down straight, alternating legs. This activates your hamstrings and your hip flexors and will also help with blood flow. Repeat about 10 to 15 times on each leg. Then marching, have both of your knees bent, lifting your knee up towards the ceiling and then back down. You're going to alternate back and forth. This helps activate hip flexors and your abs and improve circulation as well. Make sure that you do it slow and controlled. Do this for about 30 seconds. The last thing that you're going to do on your back are bridges, or if you can't do that, pelvic tilts. So if you're going to do bridges, have both of your knees bent, lift your bottom up towards the ceiling, and then back down. Pushing through your heels is key and lifting your butt off the bed. If you can't do this and it's too hard, there's another option. It's called posterior pelvic tilts, also known as bracing or pelvic rotation, where you rotate your hips back and try to make your back flat, pushing your belly button into the bed and holding. Remember, don't hold your breath. It's a contraction of your abdominal or your belly muscle. Then you're going to transition to long sitting. Remember to do this slowly. Monitor your symptoms. Take this time to sip some water. The other thing that is not so stylish, but is huge and I have found has really helped me is compression stockings. They provide compression and help increase that circulation.
As you're sitting here, perform more ankle pumps and quad sets.
When you're ready, you're going to move to the edge of the bed. Remember, if you need to pause, regress back to the previous step, or take a break, that's fine. Going slowly is important, and everybody is different. Take time to breathe, as these will also help lower your heart rate. And it'll let your autonomic system catch up to itself and start working to prepare you for the next transition. Seated with your feet flat on the ground, you're going to lift your heels up and do seated calf raises or heel raises. Then you're going to kick your legs out one at a time, doing knee extensions or kick outs.
Then perform seated marching, lifting one leg then the other.
When you're feeling stable, you're slowly going to push yourself off the bed, keeping close for safety in case you were to get dizzy or feel like you're going to faint. Use an assisted device if you need to. Kind of take a self-inventory. Say, hey, how am I feeling? Symptoms, heart rate, those kind of things. Take some deep breaths, and you can even practice some things like diaphragmatic breathing, which if you don't know what that is, I'm going to do a video on that and show you exactly how that can also help you with POTS. If you're not having any symptoms, then you can progress to heel raises, coming up on your toes, lifting your heels. After you stand, pause, and if needed, let your body adjust, take deep breaths, and then you're ready. And after you've completed these and you're feeling okay, only then is it okay to step away from the bed. At any point, remember, if you need longer breaks or you have to pause your exercises or regress back or not progress forward, that's okay too. Now, when you're okay, you're ready to take on your day. So why does this work? These exercises warm up your muscles and help get your blood moving before you even move. A morning routine like this boosts your blood volume, strengthens your leg muscles that will help with circulation, and it trains your body to regulate your blood pressure and your heart rate, slowly adjusting the autonomic nervous system and preparing it for the next transition. So over time, you're going to feel less dizzy, you're going to have less tachycardia or your heart racing, and you're going to have less overall symptoms and more energy. It is a slow, progressive change that you are rewiring that part of your brain that's not working right. You've got this. Just stick with it and go slow. Remember, this isn't just a routine. It's a tool to help reclaim your mornings and feel more in control of your POTS symptoms. And it is slow, so don't get frustrated. Consistency is the key. You've got this. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this. And remember, always consult your healthcare professional, as everyone is unique and you're at different levels. So what might work for someone else might not work for you. And so you might need to go a little bit slower or change up that routine slightly. Remember, don't get frustrated.